everybody. My name is Arvind, and I'm part of the consultancy team here at Subex. In today's topic, we're going to discuss the top KPIs of a fraud management team. In my experience of working with telecom operators in the region and tapping into the feedback from Subex's global customer base, we would see that there are three big KPIs that stand out. Now, let me quickly share my screen here and walk you over all of them. The number one KPI we're looking at is increasing your fraud coverage map, right? Or in other words, increasing the footprint. Essentially, we're looking to map all of the revenue generating streams and ensuring that appropriate processes and from a technology perspective, appropriate controls are enabled for fraud detection and prevention. Staying on the technology perspective, we are looking at a tool that can support traffic from multiple entities. It should be capable of ingressing data from, let's say, from the mediations, from the switches, from the signaling layer protocol, streaming data, API data, and so on. The data can be structured, it can be unstructured, or even semi-structured. Now, such a tool can truly enable a fraud management team in increasing the fraud coverage. Looking at point number two, we are looking at improving the operational efficiency, or in other words, reducing the fraud runtime. Simplistically speaking, it's a measure of the time from when, let's say, an anomaly or an alarm or a suspicious event is identified by the system to the time taken for performing the investigation and closing that particular instance as fraud or otherwise. Shorter the fraud run time, higher is the efficiency, and larger the fraud run time, it indicates there's an opportunity to make appropriate changes for bringing in optimization. Now, the optimization can be in terms of process improvements. It can be about upskilling your fraud analyst. And from a tool perspective, it can mean bringing in things like automation, easier data preparation, and centralization of your investigation flow. And lastly, we're looking at increasing the fraud hit rate. Now, fraud hit rate is a measure of the efficiency of the rules configured. That means for any given rule on a system, we are looking at what is the number of alarms that are being closed as fraud to non-fraud. Higher the true positive ratios means the rule is well optimized. And how do we go about this optimization? It can be done by performing, let's say, using traditional methods like trend analysis, or you can look at modern methods like taking advantage of AIML techniques, wherein AIML technique can help you in performing heavy lifting and coming up with all the appropriate attributes and provide an explanation of the influencing parameters which are impacting that specific behavior. In the subsequent sessions, let's use these KPIs as a bedrock in designing the future of the fraud management solution. So stay tuned. Thank you.